First question?
We'll just start off with the career high. You don't miss a shot, set a school record. I mean, what does all that mean?
Well, missed three free throws that were not very good. But besides that, felt good. My teammates found me. I thought I played pretty good defense. And, like I said last game, if you play good defense, your offense will come.
Who's next? Go ahead, Justin.
Christian, you obviously drew the assignment on Hammonds today, basically. Just what do you feel like you guys did just to keep him getting anything going at all?
We just tried to limit his touches, I let him get deep post-ups. And my teammates did a great job at, coming over, helping me. And if he did have me, kind of buried in the post.
And where are you? Rick.
How's Victor?
Fantastic. Never seen him better.
I beat him in deflections. I'm pretty proud of that.
What was it like at halftime when he was hurt? There was a chance he wasn't going to be able to play.
I got excited. I got to play a little bit more. No, he's fine.
Jeff?
Will, are you one of those guys who believes in getting in the zone, or whatever you can call it, as a shooter, or not?
Oh, yeah, no question. But I think the guys who stay in the zone the longest are the best players. Yeah, there's definitely a zone. There's definitely, you see a couple shots go through the hoop, your confidence gets up a little bit. But the guys that are the best are that when, you're not shooting as well, you need to get back into the zone.
Anything else for these guys?
Yeah. When you have a teammate go out with an injury and you don't know what the severity of it is yet, is that something that's distracting to you, or is that something you can really draw on as motivation, or a little bit of both?
Well, that's not the case here because I know what's wrong with Victor. Yeah, when you don't know if someone's going to be out for a while or not, then, really, like we said, next man up. We've been doing that since we got here. Injuries happen every year, if they're minor or major. So really just got to continue to just have the next man up mindset.
Christian, after the way things went with Purdue your first 2 years here, to get 4 in a row against them and to go out with a win as a senior, what does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot, first 2 years, it was tough, but, anytime you can come back and win against your rival, and especially the way we've been doing this, we feel pretty good.
Yeah, just you came out at your first 2 threes. Does that usually ignite you for the rest of the game, or do you need to start fast to continue on?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think when I get a great start, I end up playing better the entire game. But my teammates did a great job of finding me, and I got going early.
Well, you talked about next man up. I think you had 16 points in the second half. I mean, was there an added sharpness for you knowing that your team might need to replace a little bit, whether Victor was long-term injured or not, that just for that half you'd need to replace a little bit of production?
Yeah, I just try to stay aggressive regardless of what the situation is. That's just the way I am as a player. Some guys are different. So, the more minutes I get, the more opportunities I get, the more I'm going to try to stay aggressive. And that's how it should be for everyone.
Cody, were you surprised that they let it be as physical as it was for as long as it was before they finally tried to calm everybody down?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's the Big Ten. We're playing IU. I mean, it's going to be physical, so I wasn't too surprised by it.
Just how happy were you with what you got defensively as a whole? Obviously, you get 25 off the turnover. It seemed like that's what got everything going. You spent a lot of time in transition today. Just how good were you guys defensively, and how important was that to what happened?
I mean, that's when we're at our best. That's always a big emphasis for us, defense, and getting out on transition and turning it into offense. So that's when we're at our best, when we're playing defense and getting out right.
Cody, do you like the physical nature? Obviously, you deal with some physical play, but does that get you fired up? Do you enjoy that? Do you embrace that?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, playing in the Big Ten, I kind of signed up for it, so I just kind of expected it.
Well, Victor was talking on the radio the other day about the competitive shooting kind of games that you and he and Jory do. Tell us a little bit about those, and how much do they help your shooting, and what exactly is the impact of those?
I win them all. We always play, and everyone thinks Jordan's a better shooter, but realistically, I win them all. We play different types of games, shooting games, whatnot, see who can make them in a row and whatnot. So, yeah, that's about it.
Do you really win a lot of them?
I win them all.
Christian, is that true?
Yeah, he won them all.
Will, I asked Christian after the last game if he was conscious about double-doubles. Were you conscious about a career high, that you were getting close to it?
That's where Sheehey and I differ. No, honest. Sometimes you think about it. Yeah, coach always reminds you. He's good at that. He likes the numbers and the records. He's a number cruncher kind of guy. So yeah, he's conscious. He always wants all of us to excel and do things here that's never been done before, and I appreciate him for that.
I mean, is there any added significance to a career high coming against Purdue? I mean, coming in this rivalry game for you at all?
No, not really. It's always a team effort, and guys have different career highs on different nights, but feel like they play better. Like everyone thinks that since you have your career high in points, it means it's your best game ever played, and I don't think that's the case. So really, it's just a collective win, and anytime you can be your rival, it's nice.
Anything else for these guys?
Will, since after your last loss, Coach emphasized closing out opponents. How have you been able to do that these last few games?
I just think we've been smarter with the ball. Not taking shots that you would take within the flow of the game, knowing that the clock is at a certain point. Also, really just knowing the situation on defense as well, switching certain things, because a lot of times at the end of games you play defense differently than you do at the start, just with schemes and whatnot. So I think we have a better understanding, because we have a veteran team, but also we have some young guys. I think as a collective whole, we really are better at closing games than we were.
Well, you mentioned guys finding it today. To all of you, how good were Jordan and Yogi today, and how much have you come to expect them to always put the ball basically right where you need it to score?
Like you said, we've just kind of come to expect it. They're definitely fun players to play with. They're always finding us, and whether it's me on a pick and roll or one of these guys on a pop. So they can do a lot of good things, and we're going to have to have them continue to play well.
Will, was that the case with the pass that you got from Yogi? You dunked in the first half. You just have to always be ready for the ball?
Yeah, no question. If you get into his vision, he'll find you. So that's the thing. You just got to keep moving without the ball, and eventually the ball finds movement. So.
Anything else for these guys?
Hey, Cody, you talked about Christian's interior defense today, going against a big guy like him.
It was great. I mean, he defends me sometimes in practice, so he's used to guarding big guys. So I knew he could do it. Kept me out of foul trouble. He did a nice job. I think he should do that every game now.
I'm done, Cody.
Cody, playing off of that, you were defending on the perimeter a lot today. Basically, how did that go? How did you feel like you did with that, basically, and what was that assignment like
The same thing. Coach Green always mixes up the defensive assignments in practice. So sometimes I'll be guarding guards in practice. So it's a lot of credit to him. It wasn't anything that I haven't seen before.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.